Hello students, my name is Abhilash Sinari. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, students, what I have decided is I'll start lesson by lesson. Okay, I'll start with maths first and 11th standard. First lesson that I'll be taking is sets and the problem solving shortcuts or the formula remembering tricks which I told you I'll be doing while doing the lesson. Okay, and the doubts whatever you have you can share with me. Okay, so we'll start with the first lesson, that is sets. Now what is a set? Now, by definition, set is well defined collection of objects. Okay, now what we understand by this? Set is a well defined collection. First of all, from this we come to know that it is a collection of objects. Okay, collection of objects. Objects means you can say players or name of books or numbers, anything. Okay, now set means collection of objects, and here what is written? It is well defined collection. Okay, well defined collection. Okay, so what do you mean by well defined? We'll try to understand it using an example. So I'll write here collection of all vowels in English alphabet. So obviously whoever you ask, that person will reply A, E, I, O, U. So are the vowels in English alphabet. Okay, whoever knows will obviously reply this. Okay, because these are well defined. Okay, they are defined that vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Other letters are not called as vowels. Okay, so this collection is well defined. So this we can say as a set. Okay. Now similarly, I'll write another thing there. Collection of 3 best cricketers. Now this will depend on person to person. One person will say 3 best cricket persons are Virat Kohli, Jasprit Bumrah and Glenn Maxwell. Other person will say no, this is not correct. He'll tell his names: Chris Gayle, Rohit Sharma, and AB de Villiers. So this will vary from person to person. Okay, some person will say give some names, other person will give other names. Okay, so obviously this collection is not well defined. Okay, so this can't be said a set. So whenever there is chance of different answer in that collection, okay, different answer from all, whenever there is chance of different answer, we can't say it as a set. Okay, so this is the definition of set. Set is well defined, means it is properly defined, and second thing is it is collection. Okay, so I'll drop this. Next, so we'll write some examples now. Okay, and we'll see whether they become sets or not. Okay, first example, the collection of all months of a year beginning with letter J. So collection of all months of year beginning with letter J. So clearly The months of the year beginning with letter J are June and July and January. Okay, so obviously this collection is well defined. Okay, nobody can say different answer, nobody can give different answer for this. So this is a set. So from question it's clear. Second thing, the collection of 10 most talented writers in India. See, the collection of 10 most talented writers. Again, here it is wrote 10 most talented. Now, it will again vary from person to person. One person will say, these are the most talented. Other person will say, not this. Other 10 are the most talented. Okay. So, these answers can vary. That's why we can't say it is a set. Okay. It is not a set. Similarly, third one, team of 11 best cricket batsmen in the world. Again, from here it is clear that it is asked 11 best cricket batsmen. So obviously, as we took the first example, 11 best cricket batsmen will be varying from person to person. Okay, one person will say these are the 11 best, other person will say these are the 11 best cricket batsmen. Okay, on Instagram you might have saw Instagram or Facebook, the each player decide that team 11. Okay, so obviously all of them decide different teams. Okay, so this is not a set. Next, fourth one is the collection of all boys in your class. Now, if I ask you this question, the collection of all boys in your class, there will be some boys in your class. Okay, so obviously that collection will not change. Understood? No, that collection will not change. If I specifically ask some person's name and tell him to tell the collection of all boys, and ask other people to tell the collection of boys in his class. Okay, so both the answer will be obviously same. Okay, so again it is a set here. Understood? Collection of all boys in your class will be a set. Okay, because if we focus on a particular boy, okay, or particular person, and we ask everybody the collection of all boys in his class, so the answers will be obviously same. Okay, so it is a set. Next, the collection of all novels written by Munshi Premchand. Again here, so Munshi Premchand might have wrote some novels. Okay, many novels he have wrote. So if we know the collection of all the novels, okay, obviously all the people will tell the same answers, okay, or in other words I can say the all the novels obviously they won't change, they will remain same. A collection of novels written by Munshi Premchand, they will obviously remain same, okay, they won't change, okay, that's why it is a set. Next, the collection of all even integers. Now again, collection of all even integers, obviously the even integers are what? In negative side -2, -4, -6 and so on, in positive side 2, 4, 6 and so on, and 0, okay. So the collection of all even integers will remain same, understood? Whoever you ask, that person will answer the same thing if he knows first of all, okay. So again it is a set, understood? So whenever the collection has same result, okay, means whoever you ask the answer will be same, or the collection is well defined, okay, then it is said as a set, otherwise it is not said as a set, okay. In this type of questions, if you want to understand what type of questions, for what type of question it is set and for what type of questions it is not a set, you have to focus on these words like this: best, okay, or sometimes most talented, or you can say most versatile, okay, most, best, like that, or worst players, like that, okay. So from that you come to know that it is not a set, because when we say best, worst, or most talented, most versatile, okay, from that it is clear that it is subjective, means what? It is different for different people, okay, understood? So these are the basic definitions of sets, okay. Okay, so next we will see how mathematically sets are denoted or represented. So just remember, we always use capital letters for that sets, okay. For sets we use capital letters like A, B, C, X, Y, Z, and the elements, or sometimes we say objects, okay, or members of a set, means what? Whatever is present in the set, means if I say a set of all vowels, then A, E, I, O, U are all objects, members, or elements of the set. And in general these are denoted in small letters like A, B, C, X, Y, or Z, like this. These are denoted in small letters. Now if an element, okay, or if some object belongs to a set, if some objects belongs to a set, for example A belongs to some set A, okay, an element A belongs to some set A, we denote it like this. In mathematical terms we denote it like this: A belongs to A. So remember this, okay, this is very important in sets, okay. And in the next chapters also, in mostly in probability, next year relations and functions and all, and even the lessons in the middle, trigonometry and all, okay, this comes, understood, no, belongs to sign. So this is very important. For example, if A is a set of all natural numbers, we say, obviously this will be a set because natural numbers are well defined, okay. It is properly defined that natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, all the numbers. Okay. So if A is a set of all natural numbers, then we can say 2 belongs to A. Okay. So we can write 2 belongs to A. Similarly 5 belongs to A. And if any element doesn't belong to A, we write it like this. For example, -3. -3 doesn't belong to set of natural numbers. Okay. So we write it as does not belong to A. So remember this. If some element B doesn't belong to A, we write it as B and this symbol doesn't belong to A. Okay. So here saw examples like this. Okay. If element belongs to that set, then we write it like this. Okay. If that element doesn't belong, we write it this way. Okay. So I'll drop this. Now, next thing is different method of representing sets. Okay, we'll try to learn different methods. First method is roster, okay, or tabular form. Okay, this is the actually easiest form. And how we write in roster form? We just list the elements. Means, for example, if I ask you the first example, that is set of all vowels. Okay, what do? You list the elements, all vowels. Means first one is A, and in the middle we could put comma like this. Okay, E, and in the middle we put comma. I, O, U. Okay, and we always put curly brackets here. This side one curly bracket, this side one curly bracket. Okay, this is the way of representing a set. And we write it as some letter A is equal to, and this letter must always be capital. So the question, if the question is like this, A is the set of all vowels. So in roster form it is written like this: A is equal to curly brackets A, E, I, O, U separated by commas. Okay. Similarly, if A is set of all months in calendar year, so obviously that set will be like this: A is equal to January, then February, okay, then March, then April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November and December. Okay, this all will be the elements: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. This will be the set of all months. Okay, so we just list the elements and put commas and put curly brackets around. So this becomes set in roster form. Next, we'll see other form. Other one is set builder form. Okay, so in set builder form, what we do? Okay, we just write a property. Means again we put in curly bracket. Okay, like this: A is equal to, and curly bracket, and inside that we write like this: X such that X. Okay, X such that X. Here we can take other letter also, Y, A, B, anything. Okay, X such that X, and besides this we write the property of that set. Means property of the elements which belong to that set, and that property is not followed by any other element. That property we write. For example, again the previous one: A is the set of all vowels we can write it as a is equal to x such that x is a vowel in English alphabet. Okay. So this way we write in set builder form. For example, we'll take B is the set of all natural numbers less than 7. So in set builder form, how we write this? Again we write x such that x, and we write property of that x. Okay, means we write property of the each single element, what property it follows. So x such that x is a natural number less than 7, or we can also write it as a natural number less than or equal to 6. Okay, anything, it must follow the properties. Okay, it must follow this property. If it follows this property, then it is true. Any way you write it. Okay, so this is the way of writing set builder form. Okay, students, so next we'll continue this in the next class. Okay, I'll try to take the class as early as I can. In this week only, as early as I can, I'll try to take the class. Okay, thank you. Okay, students, so next we'll continue this in the next class. Okay, I'll try to take the class as early as I can. In this week only, as early as I can, I'll try to take the class. Okay, thank you.